Alright, hey guys, my name is Shadow, and today we're going to do something a little bit different on this channel than we normally do. Today, what I'm doing is a Gunpla review, and if you don't know what Gunpla is, that is a term that combines two words. It combines the word Gundam with the words plastic model kit, Gunpla. So we're going to take a look at a kit that just came out a month or two ago. This is the GM Sniper 2 Master Grade kit. And the first thing that you might notice about this kit is I've painted it. I've painted it different colors than it comes in. If you want to see the original colors that it comes in, here's the manual right here, and we can kind of slip this in here. And I don't know if you can tell by the cover. Let's turn it around, and you can see the back. Here's the back, and it's a little bit taller than, you know, the frame for the image here, but really what's important is that you see the colors. So these are the colors that it originally comes in. This is what it looks like after I've painted it. Yeah, I think that came out much better. Didn't quite care for the original color scheme, but I did use the decals that it came with, so awesome. Anyways, let's talk about this model kit. So this is a master grade model kit, and none of these models are particularly challenging to build as long as you go by the manual and stuff, and I didn't have any trouble building this. In fact, it was a very fun build. Most Gundam kits are pretty fun, and this one was no exception. I quite enjoyed it, except for that color scheme, so painting adds a little bit of build time. Anyways, the articulation on this thing is great. Like any master grade, it's amazing. So you have the feet on ball joints, you have the knees articulated here. It is a double knee joint, so it's articulated in two places here. And then the hip joints are on ball socket type things, so they have really, really good articulation. He can, in fact, do the splits. So yeah, very articulated there. The waist skirts are articulated here, just in the front. They're just on ball joints here. The side ones are also on ball joints, and then the back skirt actually doesn't move. It's just static there, but that's okay. So the elbows are also double jointed. They can bend here and also here. And then the shoulders, super articulated shoulders. And they also do this weird thing where, if I can get this in focus, I will show you. Let's see. So, okay, I can't really focus any tighter than that, but they do this thing where they can kind of move down and up like this. And then the shoulder armor itself is also articulated. So you can actually do this. You have a really good range of motion with this. You can pretty much get like any pose you want. The head, of course, is on a ball joint. It can go back and forth and all around pretty far. And his hand pops out a lot. The left hand for me I've found is pretty loose no matter what hand part I have. So he has interchangeable hand parts. I have the gun hand in here, and the one that just fell out of the other socket was the open hand part. And yeah, so the backpack is just kind of a clipped in thing right here. It's just on little pegs. I'm not gonna take it out because it's not really different than other kits' backpacks, but yeah. So anyways, what colors did I paint this, you may be asking? Well, so for the blue, Krylon, let's see if I can get that in focus a little bit better. Now all the paint that I used for this is Krylon paint, but this is, let's see, Gloss True Blue Krylon paint. This is just from Walmart. And then these pieces right here were kind of orange when I got them, and they may kind of look orange on the camera still as I'm looking at the picture while I'm recording this. But I've actually painted those pieces also, and those pieces are Gloss Cherry Red. And that is also Krylon from Walmart. Now the skirt pieces here, and like the bottom of the feet and the chest and the visor and stuff, those are kind of a dark blue color. I actually didn't paint those. Those were already that color, and I thought they looked pretty good, honestly. The decals also on here are just the decals that it came with, so they're the stock decals. I know a lot of people don't really care for, you know, Bandai like stock decals that come with kits and stuff, but I kind of like these. These are okay. I mean, it's not like there are third-party options available for this right now like there are for a lot of other kits. So yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. I wouldn't tell you not to use them. They look pretty good. A lot of them are dry transfers. The numbers here on the shoulders, dry transfer. The numbers on the knee, dry transfer. I think that's all for, that's all the dry transfers actually on the body. But then, so there are little eyepieces right under the visor and on this visor too. Oh, and this is an articulated piece too. One thing I have to point out is that in the manual, be very careful what you're doing and what it's saying. When you get to these little round pieces right here, you're going to encounter a symbol in the manual that says don't cut something off, and I actually mistook that for the symbol that meant cut this off, and so I ended up cutting off a little peg on the helmet actually that actually pegs into the side things that hold the visor on and have that little antenna and stuff on it, but it's okay. It worked out. I just ended up having to glue some bits on rather than use the little peg. But yeah, if you're wondering what I did for the panel lining, I used Tamiya panel line accent color, and that worked out pretty well. Really no smudging or anything like that. And yes, so let's talk about what accessories this kit comes with. Let me see if I can get that back in focus here. Okay, so what accessories does this kit come with? Well, first of all, it comes with this awesome shield that's now not in focus. Okay, it comes with this awesome shield. This shield is very, very versatile. So what can it do? Well, first of all, it can stand up by itself. It has this little kickstand here. So if I set it on the desk, it'll just stand up, boom. And then he can kind of aim a sniper rifle over that. What else can this shield do? Well, it has a handle so he can hold it. And if I had his holding hands on there, again, this comes with several different sets of hands, so you can, swap them in and out and stuff. But it has a handle, so you can actually just put it in his closed hand and he can like hold it out in front of him if you wanted him to be doing that for some reason. But what I prefer to do with it is use this little peg here, which actually slots into either arm. There's a socket on either arm, but it goes right in this little hole, and you can just put this right in here and it clicks in when it's all the way in there, and then he just has this cool shield on his arm like this, and you can pretty much pose it however you want. It's incredibly versatile. So what else does he come with? Well, let's talk about the main point of this kit first, and that is the sniper rifle. Yeah, okay, so he's got a pretty badass sniper rifle right here. So I've painted the barrel. This just comes in a kind of gray, plain black color. So this is also a Krylon black. I ran out of that and I threw the can away, so I'm sorry I can't show you that, but it's like a gloss black Krylon paint. You get it at Walmart. Same as the other colors of paint that I've used. And again, it's just panel line. I panel lined this gun kind of also using a Gundam marker, a combination of the Gundam marker and the Tamiya panel line accent color. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, this actually is supposed to have a little kickstand on the end, so here are some pieces of that, and I painted them, and after I painted the gun and I was reassembling it, I realized, well, if I go and slide this little piece back on the end of this barrel here, I'm going to end up stripping the paint right off because this fits just incredibly tightly on there. So I just opted not to put the little kickstand back on this gun, but if you paint it better than I did, or if you don't paint it or something, then yeah, this gun actually has a little kickstand. So like if you put him in a laying down kind of pose, you can put the little kickstand out and have him, kind of holding the gun in an actual sniper position. But anyways, what else does he come with? Well, he's got another gun, actually. He comes with this bullpup type machine gun, which is really cool, and it has several little removable and interchangeable ammo clips, which I also painted black. Now this whole gun was just gray plastic when I assembled it and stuff, and there's really nothing I hate more than getting a really cool kit and you put it together and the whole thing is awesome, and then you build its gun and it's just a piece of gray plastic. Well, now it's a piece of black plastic, but I think that's a little bit more interesting than gray plastic. So it has these ammo clips that you can just put right in here, and you can only put them in one way. It's got this little rail thing, so one's bigger than the other, and you can only put it in one way. But anyway, it just goes in like that. And then he actually has two beam sabers, and I don't have these on him right now because, as you can see, I didn't paint them. I don't know why, I was just, yeah, it didn't appeal to me to paint them at the time, so I didn't. But these can actually go onto me as a place to put these, and they just go right on his back skirt here like this, and he can hold both of them. And I just lost the other one, it rolled under something and I'm not gonna get it right now. But anyways, they can both go on here and they just fit on there like that. So if I had painted them, I'd just keep them on him, but I didn't, so I don't. And yeah, so I'll just take that off. And yeah, so he has, again, like I said, he has several sets of interchangeable hands. Now he has two gun hands. These hands also are actually a little bit bigger than the standard like Master Grade 2.0 kind of hands that kits like the Freedom 2.0 or the Ale Strike Remastered or stuff like that come with. They're a little bit bigger, so if you have those kits or like the Death Scythe Hell Custom EW version, stuff like that has like interchangeable hands. These ones I don't think fit those sockets, or those ones don't fit these sockets. They're a little bigger. Well, actually, they may fit in the hands, but I don't think that like the gun hands will fit the weapons, for example. But they do work really well for the accessories that he comes with. So you can just put them right in here, and these are the kind that have a little peg right in the hand. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little peg inside the hand, and then you just put it through here, and it fits very tightly in there, and then you can just put the gun right in his hand. And he has some very interesting thumbs, whereas like other Master Grade thumbs are just like one piece of plastic on a ball joint attached to the hand part. These thumbs are a piece of plastic attached to the wrist, but then, I don't know how well you can see this, I'll try and move it closer here, because I can't really move it now that I've put the gun on there. But there is actually a knuckle joint right here, so you can move, like the thumb moves at the hand and it also bends in the middle, so it ends up making a really secure grip on whatever weapon you want him to hold. And as far as like holding his gun up, no problem. He can hold this just straight out like this, and he can do it all day, and that'll never fall down. It's very tight. Well, it's not tight, but it's secure. Like, the joints themselves don't feel particularly tight. Like, it doesn't feel like you're gonna break anything when you're moving it. And yeah, it's just pretty awesome. So he can hold everything, and he can hold it well. He does really good. So yeah, what kind of posability are you gonna get out of this? Well, pretty epic posability, honestly. So here's the infamous crouching pose that everybody likes to do with this kit. And yeah, I could have him holding the gun a little bit better, but I didn't want to spend a lot of time getting it just perfect. You just need to see that he can in fact crouch. And yeah, he totally can. And it's real easy to get him into this kind of pose. No problem. And he can pretty much do any kind of pose you want. I find that he particularly looks really good, very imposing if you just have him kind of standing in a neutral stance where he's like holding the gun over his chest like a getting ready kind of thing. Yeah, I think he looks very good just doing this kind of pose. So that's pretty much how I like to display him. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to do it for this review of the GM Sniper 2. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. So yeah, this is pretty much my first Gunpla review, so let me know if you guys want to see more Gunpla reviews from me, because I definitely have more Gunpla to review. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.